Yo, what's happening, Cowboys Nation, all my fellow Dallas Cowboys fans? This your boy, the real McCoy, coming at you, man. The biggest threat. That's what we're talking about here. What team in the NFC poses the biggest threat to beat our Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs? We can talk playoffs officially now. We're the first team to clinch a playoff berth for the 2016 season because the Washington Redskins went out on the road and they lost to the Arizona Cardinals. Appreciate it, Skins. Always love to see you guys lose, no doubt. We would have swept you anyway. Anyway, what team poses the biggest? So congratulations to our Cowboys for officially being in the playoffs. That's number one. And what team in the NFC poses the biggest threat? And you look at our schedule over the next 3 weeks, they're pivotal key games. Week 14, we're going to go on the road and play the only team that's beaten us so far this season. In week 1, the New York Football Giants. Sunday Night Football, prime time. Week 15, we played I believe the NFC South leaders, division leaders, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're coming off some impressive wins. Week 16, we played the current NFC North division leaders, Detroit Lions. And all 3 of those games are key because all 3 of those teams could be teams we face in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So this is big time stuff, man. Big time football over the next few weeks. But who poses the biggest threat? Some say the Redskins and their offense, the Atlanta Falcons and their offense. The Lions are playing some good football. The Bucks are interesting, you know what I mean? But most of the fans and the pundits believe it's the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. But who's 1 and 2? In my opinion, the number 2 threat to beat us is the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks. Hey, Real McCoy, you lost your mind? Of course the Seahawks should be number 1, right? With that great defense. In my humble opinion, I think we match up well against the Seahawks. What makes the Seahawks defense so great is that they can run, they're very athletic, and they're fast and they tackle well. Tackling is almost a lost art in today's NFL. You don't get a lot of rack yards, run after catch against the Seattle Seahawks because they're athletic and they can tackle. But their weakness on defense is our strength. Their front 7 is a little undersized. So a team like our Dallas Cowboys, who have a big, strong, physical offensive line with a big, strong, physical running back like Zeke Elliott, we can wear them down in the second half. That's how we can beat the Seattle Seahawks. And I just think we match up well against the Seahawks. We'll go back, but let's go to the tape. You know what I mean? This here is the 2014 season. DeMarco Murray led the league in rushing. He set a franchise record for single season rushing yards like 1845, like that. He surpassed Emmitt Smith. He was Associated Press, DeMarco Murray, Associated Press Offensive Player of the Year. I believe this is week 6 on the road against a defending Super Bowl champs. Nobody really gave us a chance. But this shows here that we match up extremely well. On this play here, tight end Gavin Escobar gets a great seal block. Rookie right guard Zach Martin pulls and gets a great kick out block. Fullback Tyler Klutz leads DeMarco Murray through the hole. He gets a great block on Bam Bam Cam Chancellor. DeMarco Murray makes a move in open space against All-Pro safety Earl Thomas. Makes him miss to get another 10 yards. We just match up well against the Seattle Seahawks. Great block by Escobar, Zach Martin, Klutz, make a move on Earl Thomas. It gets another 10 yards. We match up well against the Seattle Seahawks, in my opinion. On this play here, this is the run that DeMarco Murray had that sealed the victory for the Dallas Cowboys on the road. Jeremy Parnell, right tackle, number 78. He was starting in place of Doug. I believe Doug Free was out that game with an ankle injury. I could be wrong on that. I was a little nervous about this. Oh man, Doug Free is out. Parnell played well. He gets a great kick out block. All-Pro center Travis Frederick has a great kick out block. Tyron Smith, in my opinion, the best left tackle in football, down blocks. He's athletic enough to get in front of the defensive lineman, rotates his weight and he swivels his hips all the way around to get a seal block, which creates the running lane for DeMarco Murray. And DeMarco Murray has the patience and the vision to cut it back. He meets Richard Sherman at the 2-yard line, and he carries Sherman in for the end zone to seal the win. Check it out. Gets it, great patience, cut it back, great block by Tyron Smith, make a cut, meets Earl Sherman in the end zone, touchdown, game over. We win that game. You know, we win that game. And I just think we match up well against the Seattle Seahawks. As the saying goes, history repeats itself. We fast forward 2 years later, 2016, week 3 of the preseason. Ezekiel Elliott makes his debut. I believe in the training camp he was out, I think, with a hamstring. It was just bothering. It kept tightening up a little bit. But those same 2 plays that we ran in 2014 against Seattle, we basically ran the same play, different formation, but we basically ran the same play again with Ezekiel Elliott, and you see the same result. Ezekiel has vision. He cuts it back. He meets Cam Chancellor, and you get a great game. I mean, what a collision by those 2 guys. You know what I mean? Zeke, Cam Chancellor, bang. You know what I mean? That's why I think we match up well against the Seattle Seahawks later as the game gets in the second half, in my opinion. I mean, we go on the road, we beat them in Seattle 2014. Last year, 2015, we had a horrible year. Offense was terrible. 2015, we played the Seattle Seahawks in Dallas. They only beat us by 1 point, 13-12. We played them in the preseason, and it's just preseason. We played them in the preseason this year. At halftime, the score was tied at 10. And then, you know, the backups come in, you know, it's preseason, things like that. We match up well against the Seahawks. Now, I'm not saying the Seattle Seahawks, if we were to play them in the playoffs, you know, it's going to be an easy W. That's not what I'm saying. I just think in the second half, we can kind of wear them down. Especially with Earl Thomas, he just, you know, he got a cracked bone, he broke a bone in his leg. Don't know how long. I know he was tweeting out retirement. I don't think so. That he got a little emotional. But you know, I don't think he's gonna be out for the season. But if we do play Seattle, it's gonna be in the NFC Championship game. Earl Thomas will probably be back by then. But I just think we match up well for them. To me, as of right now, we play the Giants coming up week 14. So my mind could change. But right now, the New York Giants are the team that scare me the most, just to be honest with you. And going back to look at week 1, you know, and I'll show you why. Let's go to the tape. There are primarily 2, but there are 4 players specifically that, you know, that makes it hard for our Cowboys because it's about to match up. Defensive tackle Damian Harrison, number 98, who came from the Jets, and Jonathan Hankins, I believe number 95. Those 2 big defensive tackles, but mainly it's their linebackers. Jonathan Casillas, 52, and Olivier Vernon, number 54. Those guys made it. They gave our offense hell all day, basically. You know what I mean? And the Giants did spend $200 million in the offseason on their defense. So you expect them to make some plays. And that's the one team that's beating us. I know it was Dak and Zeke. It was their rookie debuts, you know what I mean? But that's the one team. I think Zeke only had 56 rushing yards, you know. Let's go to the tape. Now, on this play here, Olivier Vernon, number 54, outside linebacker, defensive end. He came from Miami. Got paid a lot of money. He dominates Jason Witten on this play, our tight end. Physically, he dominates. I mean, I know we all love Witten. We all love Witt, future Hall of Famer. He's going to get that gold jacket, no doubt, first ballot. But he gets dominated on this play, and Olivier Vernon makes the tackle. I mean, he's just way more physical than Witten. Tosses him to the side, and he makes the tackle. You know, I mean, Olivier Vernon is all over this tape. You know what I mean? That's with Jason Witten. That's you know what I mean. I don't know if that matchup favors us in run blocking. You know, on this play here, Jonathan Casillas, number 52, shows his athleticism to run down the line to make a tackle because Ezekiel Elliott was going to score on this possession. He was going to. I believe this may. I think it was a second possession. Zeke was going to get a touchdown on this play here, but Casillas shows his athleticism to chase him down from behind. He chases Zeke down the line. He catches it. You know what I mean? And he makes a great play. You know, that was going to be, if Cole Beasley probably would have got the block on the corner, you know, Zeke probably could have broke that tackle. That was going to be a touchdown. You got Casillas and Olivier Vernon making plays. And, you know, their speed and athleticism gave us issues week 1. On this play here, Olivier Vernon shoots up the A-gap, and he makes Ezekiel Elliott bounce the run to the outside. And when he bounces to the outside, guess who's waiting there to tackle him? Number 54, Olivier Vernon. These two guys were all over the tape, man. We just had a hard time blocking them because their athleticism and their physicalness. You know, check it out. He sees up the A-gap. Vernon is right there waiting on him, makes the tackle. 2-yard gain. No doubt that's a win for the defense. You know, just a tough matchup for us. On this play here, one of the defensive tackles I mentioned earlier, Jonathan Hankins, he kind of dominates our Pro Bowl center, Travis Frederick. You know, he pushes him back in the line of scrimmage. Zeke has to make a cut in the backfield. He sheds Travis Frederick block, tackles Zeke for a 2-yard gain. Once again, that's a win for the defense, a 2-yard run, no doubt about it. He sheds the block, makes the tackle. To those 4 guys, mainly Olivier Vernon and Jonathan Casillas, but Hankins and Harrison, the 2 big, strong defensive tackles. That's why, in my opinion, you know what I mean, as of right now, the Giants pose the bigger threat to the Cowboys, in my opinion, over Seattle. Now, if we play them coming up, Sunday Night Football, things may be different. That was Dak and Zeke's NFL debuts, week 1. A little nerves. Zeke wasn't running with patience, things like that. Now, we did have some drop touchdowns. Cole Beasley on the opening drive. Dez dropped the touchdown. So we were still able to move the ball. But those few guys there, like I say, we match up well against the Seahawks. You know, Vernon and Casillas could be a tough matchup for us. Let me know what you guys think. Cowboys Nation, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. You know, agree, disagree. Who you guys think is the biggest threat to the Dallas Cowboys? The Falcons offense, the Redskins passing game, the Seattle Seahawks being a good overall team, you know, the Lions, the Bucks. I mean, who knows? Let me know what you guys think. If Green Bay could get hot, I don't think so, but you never know. Let me know what you guys think about. I just want to do a quick video on that. Big shots out, congrats to our Cowboys for clinching the playoff berth. And let me know what you guys think, man. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And this your boy, the real McCoy Cowboys Nation. I'm out. Peace.